will only ever see the outside of the Sacramento County main jail.
Things that 99% of the world will never experience, see, or even have to think about are things that we have to take into account.
The sheriff's office acknowledges it has a problem. Drugs are coming into its jail downtown.
A lot of these criminals are sophisticated and they're committed. Some of them are bringing this stuff in very intentionally.
Sergeant Amar Gandhi took us through the booking process in an effort to show us and the public the number of searches each arrestee undergoes.
At each point, everybody's searched.
Gandhi says the first search happens in the field by the arresting officer.
The arrestees, this is their first point of contact here. All their money is going to get booked in. They get a receipt that's put on their property. They get all that. Again, a search is done here. And throughout this whole process, they're reminded of the forbidden items.
Gandhi described this search as cursory, a superficial pat-down, a check of pockets, shoes, and socks. Arrestees are also checked to make sure they're medically fit for custody twice.
Once they cross this threshold, they are now in our custody.
Here, they're patted down again.
Is it foolproof? No, but here's another measure right here. Is once they do that, they're brought into this body scan machine.
Similar to what you'd find in the airport.
The primary concern are weapons. That's the primary concern. However, it can detect anomalies like things in pockets, things maybe stuffed in underwear, or we've seen people sew it into their clothes.
Next, arrestees are fingerprinted and assigned a cell. They'll either wait there, be cited and released, or
if you're in here, you've come to the realization you're staying.
It's only arrestees who are being housed at the jail that reach this point and this level of search.
This is where they will strip down. We used to strip search every single person that came in, everybody.
Gandhi says some criminals know this is a part of the process, and some see bringing drugs into the jail as a potentially profitable opportunity.
You have to understand the amount of fentanyl or the amount of some of these drugs for it to be fatal, it's tiny. I mean, it's the head on Lincoln on a penny.
A strip search only takes place at this point in the booking process. On this day, there are about 1,700 people incarcerated at the jail. There have been 4 deaths here since January of this year.
He was a really good person.
Including Tanette Washington's husband, Isaiah. He died July 26th after being found unresponsive in his cell. She's still awaiting his cause of death.
I don't know what happened to him after talking to him at 10:07 a.m. and then 11:15 he's gone. Like, I don't get that. I just don't get it, and no one's telling us nothing. We don't know what happened.
But she knows he received the overdose reversal drug Narcan before he died.
What is he overdosing off of if he's in a facility that's supposed to be protecting him?
According to a county spokesperson, deputies administered naloxone, the generic name for Narcan, 37 times this year.
Anywhere their inmates have access, we have these.
The county says they've refilled 110 doses of naloxone in these boxes already this year. Gandhi says there are regular cell searches, but staffing levels prohibit those from happening daily.
We don't have the staffing, we don't have the time, and this place is just too busy with all the different security classifications.
He says the sheriff's office is always evaluating safety measures.
It's an evolving process, and as criminals evolve, so will we.
But for Washington, she is waiting for answers and a thorough investigation into her husband's death by the sheriff's office.
Please do not sweep this under the rug.
She's also working on an independent autopsy for her husband.
I don't understand that he's not supposed to be gone. He is not.
In Sacramento, Leanne Denyer, KCRA 3 News.
And spokesperson Gandhi says inmates undergo a second body scan before being housed in the facility. He says inmates are also searched before and after they leave the facility for court appearances or medical appointments. The coroner's office confirmed today the causes of 3 of the 4 jail deaths this year are still pending.